I'm glad you're here. I'm actually a little bit worried. I have lost my keys and I am not sure where to find them. I have been looking and looking everywhere. I looked for a while and I found these keys and that wasn't what I was looking for. And then I looked and kept finding and these were in a drawer. Not what I'm looking for. Then these had dropped to the bottom of my purse, but not what I'm looking for. I'm worried. What? Hey, thank you. I really appreciate that. Look, I had some help. These were the keys that I was looking for. It was really a problem there for a while. Our story today, or our parable that comes from Jesus, is about losing something and then finding it. Have you ever been worried when you had lost something important to you? Today, we are continuing to learn about Jesus' life. We're looking into the Gospels. Our parable today comes from the Gospel of Luke. Let's say our rap together. Are you ready? Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Gospels. Good news. Remember, Jesus liked to tell stories to explain to all of us about God. Today's parable or story comes from the Gospel of Luke. There's really two parts. The first part is a story about a sheep. And the second part is a story about a tiny silver coin. Once upon a time, there was a shepherd who had 100 sheep. And he loved all of his sheep. He loved the big ones and the small ones. He loved the naughty ones and the nice ones. He loved every single one of them. And each day he would make sure he had all of his sheep gathered up. And he would count them. And he would start out with 1, 2, 3. And he would keep going until he got to 97, 98, 99, 100. That was a big job. But every day he did it because he loved his sheep. So one day, he was counting, and he said, 97, 98, 99. Oh no, one of the sheep was missing, and he was very, very upset and nervous and scared. And so he started calling for the sheep. He started listening for the sheep to say, "Bah." He looked everywhere he could think of. Finally, he found the lost sheep. And he was so excited that he called all of his friends and his neighbors and said, "Come on, let's have a party. One of my sheep was missing, and I found it." Jesus liked those stories about things that were lost and then they were found. The next story that's about something lost and found was about the silver coin. You see, there was a lady. This woman had 10 silver coins. And she was very careful with them because they were important to her. And she would count them every day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every day. So one day she started counting. You can do it with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One of her silver coins was missing. Well, do you think that woman, do you think she said, "Oh, it doesn't matter. I've got 9. I don't care if I have lost one. It doesn't matter. I'm not worried about it." No. She started sweeping her house and looking everywhere and under things and lifting furniture, trying to find that coin. When she finally found her silver coin, she was so relieved and happy. And she called to her friends and said, "Let's have a party. I thought it was gone, but I found it. My missing coin." The important thing that Jesus wanted us to understand from these two parables was that God is just like the shepherd and the woman. If we are lost or unhappy or not close to Him, He will look for us until He finds us. He will never give up. He will always love us. What a great lesson to learn from the parable of the lost sheep and the parable of the lost coin. When we are lost, God will always look for us. I thought we might do something fun together today. I've got a recipe for no-bake cookies. Simple, easy, and oh so yummy. You need 3/4 cup of butter, 3/4 cup of sugar, 3 tablespoons, capital T means tablespoons, of cocoa powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla, 1 tablespoon of water, and 2 cups of oats. Let's try it and see what we think. I'm going to put my recipe right here so I can look. And I'll start with the butter. So I melted my butter just a little bit so that it would be easier to mix up. 3/4 cup of butter. All right. And we need 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. That basically is chocolate. So there's 1, 2. Yum, I love chocolate. It's the best. Chocolate. 3. Good. Chocolate is so good. And I'll check my recipe. Oh, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. Teaspoons are smaller, and this is 1/2 teaspoon. So it's really pretty small. So let me pour that in. Yeah, delicious. And I know I needed a tablespoon of water, so I'll need to get that tablespoon out of the chocolate. And let's get a tablespoon of water, put it in. And now the only thing really, we've got to do our oats. So let's get a full thing of oats. Oats are really pretty good for you. There's 1, 2. Now we'll just stir that up. Here we go. It's going to look chocolatey pretty quickly, I think. Oh yes, look, you can start to see it's already looking chocolatey. Oh, man, yum. Chocolate cookies. I think we better taste a little bit. Let's try it. So it's gonna be so good. Ooh, it's bitter. Ugh, yuck. Ugh, it doesn't taste good at all. Let's look at the recipe. Let's see. We put in our butter, cocoa powder, vanilla, water, oats. Look at the second thing. 3/4 cup of sugar. No wonder it tasted terrible. Here it is. I forgot it. Oh, 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Oh, that's going to be so much better. Look, it already looks better. Man, okay, mix it up. Let's taste. Ready? Something was missing. The sugar was missing. And you can't have good cookies without sugar. Kind of reminds me of the stories about the lost sheep and the lost coin. Just like we knew there was something missing in this recipe when we tasted it, God knows when we're lost, and He is always looking for us because He loves us so much. Man, I think I'll keep stirring. Let's close with a prayer. Gracious God, You search for us like a shepherd searches for his lost sheep, and like a woman searches for her lost coin. When You find us, You are so glad. Every person is important to You. You love us forever and ever. Amen. I like this story about finding lost things. We all feel lost sometimes, but it's nice to know that God always looks for us. I'll see you next week. I love you. Bye.